Yeah.
Awesome. So the reason why I brought you in to do it this way is so I could actually show you firsthand exactly what I'm trying to get done with this coin, because I've been working on it for like 2 years now, and I just keep running into bugs. And it's like turning into like a sunk cost. And I really don't want to spend all this money and the project not go anywhere, because I do have a goal to it, even though it's a meme, like the whole Ray coin instead of Raycon. I'm just playing with the name, but it does have a lot of meaning to me. So I'm just, like I said, trying to get it to where it actually will work. Cause like I tried to go with the theme of it being a coin that's above all the rest and has actual utility. Like I see like, okay, Bitcoin works, but it's still like a long process. By the time it clears, like 5-10 minutes, sometimes even an hour, people are like, they got their lives to keep going with. I can't go to a taco stand and be like, hey, can I pay with Bitcoin, and stand there and wait 40 minutes after I eat my taco, to make sure the guy got his money. And by the time he gets his money, the price could have fluctuated so much they might actually be upset and not, it feel like it was worth it to take the Bitcoin anyway. So I'm going to show you my coin and what's my issue I'm getting whenever I try to use it. But hold on, give me a second. I said I was prepared, but I really wasn't. I was just sitting there. It takes me like so long to get my whole setup set up that it just kind of like.
Yeah. By the way, your microphone is a Shure SM7B
7.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of buying this, by the way. Never mind, but
Do you like? Yeah, you're cool. Do you like the audio? Because like it was either this or the Rode. Was it 90 or N5000? I think that was the model I was gonna get. But I mean, it for the price, it's really good. I have this one. I have a Rockville 95. I have a few different ones, but I mean, this one's just like real versatile. Like I could plug it in with the USB and it sounds decent. I mean, I'm not really a fan too much of the USB connections because I'd rather use XLR. But
yeah, me too. I have it like another
yeah,
like a Focusrite or something.
uh-huh. And
Yeah.
I mean, it works. Like you sound. I love how you sound. You sound great. Like I guess you could do a lot with this. You can like make so many of the adjustments on the computer. So, I mean, it works. But okay, so this is my Ethereum account and or my Ethereum wallet. Let's go to my Phantom mainnet. Okay, so this is the account on my phone. I have the main account for all my coins on this tablet. I'm gonna show you this too. I'm gonna show you from the back end over here, but I'm gonna show you like if I was an actual user, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so I got the coin. I have I think it's 10 million coins. I paid myself because I'm like really the only main developer on this project. I've paid like people on Fiverr and other places to help me out with it, but I don't really know how the whole paying yourself, how that works. Like, cause I'm like an investor on my project, like I paid in. So I felt like this would be a decent fair amount because there's 48 million, or there was originally 48 billion. And then we took it down to 36 million, blah, 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 down to like just to try
So
to.
it's like it's a mintable and burnable if you took it
Right.
down.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And originally when I launched it, I burned it to 36 million or 36 billion because I'm trying to go with the solar eclipse theme too. I don't know if you noticed that. Like like last night there was or yesterday was a solar eclipse. So what I did was I tried to burn some coins to go with the solar eclipse. Every solar eclipse is going to be like a annual burn. Like everybody can put into the burn wallet, like burn whatever amount they want. But one day, like I want to do it one day a year. We're gonna have like a huge like lottery burn. It's gonna be like either anywhere between like 10 coins to like 100 million coins, some like that. I know. Sorry about the language, but some some way to get the coin to keep having its like momentum, to keep it moving, to keep the value
Yeah,
going. You know what I mean? Because I really do want to
yeah.
get it locked down to a good price where everybody can actually use the coin. But so also I did want to have like a 0.03% tax. I have it at 3% tax for that actually goes to the main wallet to get that's going to be the percentage at the end that year. All the coins that go to that 3% wallet are going to go to the lottery to see if it's going to get burned or it's going to get recirculated back in the community. It's going to be like that situation where it's like, okay, everybody put from all the years transactions, say from the year that wallet accumulates like maybe 50,000 coins or something, 50,000 tokens. Like, and then we do the lottery between 10% and 100% of that 50,000 coins. Like, say, whenever we do the lottery, whatever number it rounds out, we burn 25% or we burn 50% of it, which is 25,000. We put the other 25% back out into the community just to spread it back to the wallets because the other 3%, because it was supposed to be like a 6% thing. I'm trying to go with the sixes, trying to keep the six in here. No, it sounds crazy, but I'm just going with the numerology that I've studied through some time. So this is what the theme I'm going with, and it's sounds good. It's what I've been like. It's what my taxes are here right now is 6% to $1. When I pay $1, I have to pay 6 cents to the government. So I was trying to keep it along the 6%. Like 3% of that will go to that burn wall or the possible, the burn accumulated wallet, and then another 3% I want it to go to the community. So, like, say if I pay, for instance, I'm doing a
I
trend.
understand. I understand. I have a few questions.
Yes.
So basically, right now we have a token on other like in on a third party chain.
Yeah.
So do you want like to create your own blockchain?
I
Like
do want to create my own blockchain, but I want to make sure that if my blockchain, when I go to create it, it'll have these functionalities. Is that possible to have like a burn for it to be able to burn like that? Now I know on the third party it can burn, kind of like the Safe Moon thing, even though the Safe Moon thing is like I noticed a lot of these projects are fake at the long run. Like I don't know how to basically make sure that I separate myself from the millions and millions of other coins that are kind of like just what's going on. I don't know if I don't know, do you trade any of this crypto?
I mean, I used to trade like a year ago, but I mean, there are so many like I wouldn't call the like it's not there's not like not all of the new like coins are scams, but
Mhm.
most of them are just like stupid coins.
Right. They're just
I
so
have to say
many.
that.
Right. They
Yeah.
have no utility. They don't really
No,
have
you
like,
it's like pointless. There's no like it's useless.
yeah. And it's like, I feel like that takes away from that like authentic projects out there. And like,
Yeah.
you can barely find them because it's like most of the time, like even some of these projects, they only have like one thing for utility and that's it. And that's what separates them or NFTs. And it's like, NFT idea, great. You can own a piece of the internet. It's like having a certificate that says, hey, I own this piece of the internet. But that picture can only be displayed on the website that you bought it from. Because if that website goes down, all you still have is that signature, that basically that hashtag that says that you own that NFT. So realistically, unless you have like the physical thing, you're never really buying. Sorry, my pit bull just came creeping in the door. It kind of weirded me out because I guess it's thundering here. My pit, he gets scared like a little baby. Why are you such a baby? You're a pit bull. Fudge. Okay. So with mine, I'm trying to make sure that I at least have the utility that people are going to have a need for the thing. Because it'd be like if I did all this, I'm not sure. I don't want people to end this and I don't want people to try to scam on me. You know what I mean? I don't want people to use my
Yeah.
coin to manipulate other people. So I'm trying to figure out every which way that I can make sure that if you're getting into the project, you're getting into the project because you kind of want in and you kind of want to see where it
Like
goes. You want to make it work.
Yeah.
right? And you want to
Believe in
do
the
this.
project.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, when I was messaging you, I was like, hey, could you, make sure we kind of link in? You can see me. We could figure this out because I want you to fully know what I want it is from you. Because in the long run, I am looking for people to be fully invested so that, like, say, for instance, you create this coin, right? We invest in it and say you buy some of it or you earn some. I don't know how, again, I don't know how we pay the developers. I'm still trying to figure that out because, again, I want everybody to have a fair piece. If you're really here, you're really trying to make this thing work. I want you to have a fair amount. Like, say if the damn thing does do like Bitcoin and go hyperbolic and, each coin's worth $43,000 a share or something, and you have like 10 of those, I want you to be able to have the money you deserve, right? It would be worth
Yeah.
it if you worked on a project.
Yeah, like a developer wallet that gets like some coins when the like at the project at the beginning, like when it's like just a small project, then the developers gets like a few
A few and
coins. Yeah.
a fair amount so
Yeah.
that you can actually have your work. So you're saying, hey, I'm actually a part of that. I made this work. Your earning share. You know what I mean? I see these people make billions of dollars all the time on every different kind of project and idea that they create. It's like, it's fair for the people who are working on things to make their fair share. I believe, like, because I pay people. Like, if you're working for me, I'll pay you what you deserve. Like, there's no reason why I should worry about you becoming rich. Like, say, for instance, I pay you to do this job and you get another person to, pay for another development for another coin and stuff like that. I can't be upset if you get rich off of what you're doing. You know what I mean? That's your
Yeah.
skill and that's what makes you an important person. You know what I'm saying? That gives you your
Yeah.
credibility, that gives you your value. So that's why, like I said, I just want to make sure that everybody gets their fair piece in its growth. Because if you're here at the beginning, I want you to be like, hey, I'm glad that I was a part of this so that you know your worth. So as I was saying, so the 3% that goes to the one wallet, there's going to be another 3% that I want to be able to deviate between the community. So like say if I send you one coin, right, there's going to be a 0.3%. Like say, um, if it's one coin, like say it like a dollar, can say it in a
Yeah.
dollar because I feel like this would be easier. So if it was a dollar, let's say we take 6 cents out of that dollar and we give 3% to that one wallet and we give 3% to the community, broken down
Yeah.
obviously in the little tiny little piece that like the little satoshis or whatever, like the
Yeah.
tiny little satoshis. Is that
Yeah.
possible on the
So
mainnet?
I'll explain everything. So basically, let's get to the point. You cannot do all this stuff on a native like cryptocurrency, like something like Ether. Like you can, but you need to like develop it completely from scratch. You can't um
So it
like
can't be on EVM. So it couldn't even be on a
no, you can do everything, but the question is how much time you want to develop this, because like um Ethereum, like if okay, so I'll explain it like that. You can create a new blockchain with all these functionalities, um but these functionalities are going to be like deployed on a token on that network, and that token on that network, I mean your own network,
Mhm,
that token will be like something like ray something coin, which like wrap token,
mhm.
which is like basically a token that is like backed one by one to your native, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
how the
So
Phantom has Phantom and they have the Phantom token and stuff like that, then the Ray coin is on top of that, but basically, and that's how the functionality comes. Basically
no,
the third
I
above.
I mean, like I'll tell you what I think is the best for you. To create like a new blockchain,
Hmm.
and then create like there's gonna be like a native token like Ether or BNB or
Smart
whatever.
chain, BNB smart chain.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, another chain, the smart chain. Yeah,
Yeah.
and and basically gonna create a smart contract that's like a really basic one. um all it does, it's creating, it's like a new token that is back to back one, like
One to one.
it's yeah, one to one with your native token. So it's
Okay.
like yeah, and then you can apply all these functionalities on like the token that is like backed.
The backed. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Okay. So that makes sense. I totally understand.
because
So
you all everything you want is possible using smart contracts.
okay.
It's not like it is possible using like you can hard code it in the source code of your chain, but it will be much harder and will take much more work because like cloning Ethereum isn't it is a bit complicated and you need to learn about it. But you can like hire someone like me and it's not complicated for like me at least.
Okay.
So
So
it's
what if
like
I did want you to do that so we can literally stand out way above everyone else? Because almost I feel like with something like that directly on the main chain and right on the blockchain, that might make it really different from the other coins out here. Possibly. I mean, when you say it's going to take like a lot of time and a lot of work, how much just will it cost you to do? Like, I mean, I don't know how you feel about me paying you like weekly, monthly, however it has to be. I mean, I'm not a rich man. I'm literally, I live in the ghetto, but this is not something where it's like I'm trying to become, okay, let's do this and become a rich $1 billion man. Cause honestly, I'd rather stay where I'm at down here. I don't want to be Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk type of people, because I feel like when you take all that money and you hold it from yourself, it's just not flowing in traffic. It's not giving it, the world's not really moving because that money can
yeah,
be deviated with everyone. So I don't know how
yeah,
much.
yeah,
Okay.
but you can do everything you said
Mm-hmm.
and it like costs like little money on the main chain, but it will be like deployed on a token.
Oh, okay.
You
It
so
has to
you
be
can
deployed on a token. It cannot be
yeah,
deployed.
because you can do all this stuff on a like smart contracts
Mm-hmm.
on like using Solidity,
So
but
is
you can
Ethereum like, so for instance, like Ethereum, is Ethereum technically a token on Ethereum? Like ETH?
yeah,
Okay. So it's
ETH
not.
is it's not like a token like ERC like 2.0 or
Mm-hmm.
I that's how I call it. That's not the real name of these tokens, but um like it's a hard coded like token. It's used to pay like gas fees and everything. It's a token, but it's a completely different token. It's really not the same. So that like native original token cannot be changed if you just want to like clone Ethereum or create a new EVM chain. If you
Yeah.
want to develop everything from scratch, you can do everything you want. But
Yeah, I really want to.
really, this
The
is
goal is
like
to be able. Sorry to cut you off. The goal is to be able to use MetaMask since MetaMask is so familiar with everybody. I guess if I would have to start over, I would
yeah,
have to build my own wallet too, huh?
yeah. So look, I think the like you want you have a low battery
It's cool.
yeah,
Don't
cool.
worry.
Um if you want like people to use I'll tell you the main reason I don't pay with crypto to like people I know,
Mhm.
even though most of the people I know like don't even know how Bitcoin or Ethereum works, so they don't
Mhm.
use that. But the main reason I have like one friend who's trading for some time, and the main reason if I like want to give him money, I give him like using PayPal or something,
Yeah.
because it's like I can send him like
Cash
100
immediately.
bucks. Yeah, I mean I can send him like 100 bucks and like a day after it will be like 200. So yeah, that's okay. Maybe it will be a good idea to create a like I don't know if you'd like that idea, but it's just something I have like a really long time in my head, in my mind, to create a network like a new EVM blockchain,
Mhm.
and the native currency will be a stable coin, and
Mm.
the fees will be like fixed because
The fees are
um
fixed on the network because it's a stable coin.
yeah, it's not that simple. If it will be like proof of work currency, then it won't be fixed. But it will be fixed if it like will be something like proof of stake or
Point of
no, will
authority, proof
yeah,
of
proof of
authority.
authority. Yeah, most likely proof of authority. So a blockchain network with a native currency, which is also a stable coin, will be much like more useful for like the everyday people,
Absolutely.
as I think. Like it's my
Yeah.
opinion.
I
So
definitely believe that as well. Cause like I thought that same thing. Cause like whenever I originally came up with the idea for this coin, it was I made it. Okay, so I live in a city called Aliquippa. I was gonna call it the Clip coin, and it was gonna be like based on like a 25 cents flat fee. And like we were gonna use it. I was gonna try to make it to where like we can use it as an in-town currency. Now I tried to code this myself off of Litecoin, but I don't know what happened somewhere in the virtual machine. I got lost with trying to clone and fork everything, and it never came through. I guess I was working with an older script, so I never actually was able to compile it down and actually launch the coin. Like I was able to get to the test wallet easily, but to launch the like main net never worked. So how do you feel about that? Like, what if we did instead of $1 stable coin, what if we actually did 25 cents? Does that sound like something that could be done? Like a fixed rate of 25 cents? Like, my goal is to eventually have it the way, say, if somebody wanted to immediately buy our coin using like PayPal or Cash App or Venmo, they could literally just buy it. Like, send us, like, we have a website or something, they scan the QR code or something on their phone, and they could literally just go to pay with PayPal to buy in the coin, and it would hold its value. Like say if it was $1 or 50 cents or 25 cents, how much ever they bought, they hold its value. And like you were saying, then we have like coins on top of the network. Say for instance, if somebody wanted to build smart contracts on the network, they could build the smart contracts, and we'll be able to use our stable coin as like the fees. Like since what I don't know if you've seen Phantom's fees. Did you see
um
the price of Phantom's
actually,
fees?
yeah, I don't really know much about like fandom, but I
Here,
like
I'm gonna show myself sending some. If you got a second, I'll send my main wallet some coin here, and I'll show you. The fees are actually really low, and I don't understand how it's so low here. And like Smart Chain's pretty low, but not the main BNB. Like main BNB can cost like $12 versus the coin costing like maybe 7-8 cents when you send some. But
it's I'll tell you, it's all about the how much like processing power, like at least in proof of work and proof of stake. It's work like at least in proof of work, it all depends on how much power or gas
the
you
fees
you
are.
yeah, how much like power of the network are you using like when you send the transaction.
So if it's on a stable coin, will it have that same problem?
No, so if you do it like in a proof of authority
Mm-hmm.
blockchain, so the fees will be literally fixed, and n- no matter the price of the coin. For example, you'll send someone 10 coins, and the fees will be like, for example, 0.1, and then 10 days later, the price of the coin will be like doubling itself, like in like doubling a few times, maybe. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. And then you'll send the same amount, like 10 coins. The fee will be the same, but the value of the fee
10
will not be
coins.
the same.
Okay. So what about so you're saying like the 10 coins originally, like say if the 10 coins originally are $1, the next week those 10 coins will be $2 the
No, I
next week?
said no. I meant um
Like the
that
tokens that are built on that network will double.
no. Think about it like, let's say you're gonna take Ethereum and like change the way Ethereum confirms the transactions.
Okay.
Right now, Ethereum basically it cannot work without the miners.
Mm-hmm.
So in proof of authority, for example,
Like
there's
say
no
you're the authority. You're the authority on the proof of authority. Like say you are the authority, right?
what do you mean by you? Like me?
Like
What?
you personally, like say because you said you're setting up servers, correct? Like when you set up the proof of
Yeah,
authority, you're gonna set up a
yeah,
server and stuff. So you're the
yeah,
first authority on that server,
yeah.
correct?
You're the first validator.
Okay, so you being the first validator, like say you have the original amount, do you make the authority for like a transaction between me and a friend?
Like if I like manually need to approve it.
Is that, or it automatic? Is it automatic
No,
from your,
it's automatically,
okay,
and it all you need is a simple like server. Even a computer from like 10 years ago can run it. It doesn't require any like graphics card or something that like it's not mining. That's my point.
okay,
Um, so and it will have like pretty much fixed fees.
okay.
So that's cool. My main point is if you want to create something that people like the everyday people will use,
Hmm.
like the everyday people don't understand blockchain, don't understand crypto. They just want to send money to someone,
Exactly.
and then they don't really want to learn much about like sending money decentralized in the decentralized ways and stuff. They just want to send money to someone. So in my opinion, um if someone wants to like bring the like the technology, bring the blockchain stuff to the everyday people, they need to make it as simple as sending money on PayPal, for example,
Hmm.
but but like not um as like it's anyways needs to be decentralized.
Yeah,
um they can't make it like in a centralized exchange where you can send coins, because then like what's the point?
exactly.
uh yeah,
Because you just
so
have a bank account. That's, see, that's what I was trying to like. The thing is, like most of these like wallets and stuff, they're just like crypto.com. They're just banks. It's just like putting your money into a bank and that's your bank account pretty much. And then you're just using crypto to send crypto to someone else. But instead of you paying fees in dollar bills, you're paying fees in crypto, and those amounts could be various. I don't know if you, again, can you see how much I'm paying on gas for that? I don't know if it's too small back there, but I can zoom in a little bit if you can't see that.
yeah, can you zoom?
Yeah, I can. Give me 1 second. It's gonna take me a couple seconds. I should have put this thing on like full, but it's
I see, yeah,
okay. Can you see like it's about 0.33% for 33 of my coins?
yeah.
Like, I mean, the price for uh, a Phantom coin right now is, I think, like, oh, jeez, I actually just looked at it. It's like, what, 69 cents right now. It was up like $1.50 when we first started this conversation, which I was going to see if you were, whether, if you were going to be okay with taking crypto as like payment, but honestly, I'd rather probably pay better off paying you in cash. Jeez, with PayPal. That's the wildest thing. You see, like for instance, this is how like the problem is. I would rather send you money with PayPal instead of cryptocurrency. So it's like, what is the point of crypto if I don't have a need for it just yet? Like, I was gonna take cryptocurrency as a form of payment for my one of my products I sell. And I wanted to show you this. This was something that was giving me an issue. And I was wondering if you could tell me why I would be getting this was it JS scan or JSCon error, but hold on, give me 1 second. Mm, Okay, is it still zoomed in? Yeah, it's still zoomed. Hopefully you can see this though. Let's say we're gonna buy one of these because I make these necklaces and stuff, so you really can't see what they are, but they're little necklaces that have little scented smells inside. It's supposed to make you happy when you're sad. Okay, so let's say I add one of these to the cart. It's $4.99, and I want to cash out. Let's go to my cart. Okay, so proceed to check out. Gotta put all this information in. Hold on. I gotta put a zip code or whatever. Hopefully this doesn't matter. I guess this isn't real personal information. This isn't mine. Lord have mercy, I gotta do all this. Well, at least if you need to know my number, it's right there. Give me a call anytime you need anybody. I can't even. Why did just put my number? It doesn't matter. Okay. You. I trust you. I gotta trust you if we're gonna do business. Honestly, I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of this stuff goes so array is because a lot of like, come on, like the Satoshi, he's hidden. Like there's a lot of these creators of these coins and stuff, and they're hidden. You're really smart, by the way, and I would
Oh,
love to see you out do big with this stuff, honestly, because you sound like you're really intelligent. So I would love to see you excel. However, if we never speak again, I do hope that you do make it fully successful because you do sound like you know what you're talking about. How old are you? Don't mind me asking.
16. Yeah.
You're 16.
Yeah.
High five, kid. High five. High five. High five. Honestly,
um,
you're really smart for your age, dude. At least you're smart on the idea that you know what you're looking for at a young age. There are some 16-year-olds that are out here that they have barely touched the surface of when it comes to money and stuff like that. So at least you have an idea. Okay, so here's where we're at here. Crypto payment. So I have it attached to I have this plugin for me to be able to take MetaMask tokens and stuff, or tokens with from MetaMask. Okay, so now this is where my issue lies, right here. So I don't
it's asking you to pay with Phantom. Well,
right
you
instead
want to
of
pay
my own. I
using.
want to use my coin.
Yeah. So it's like a WordPress plugin, right?
Hmm. Everything's
Yes.
everything's set, but yet the Phantom comes here. Now I can confirm this and it will work on the back end. It'll still work too, but because this is my address, it'll send directly to my address. But like on the back end, if I put my contract, it will put the raise, but I will get this JScan error that will say unconfirmed and cannot send. And like that's what I'm trying to avoid. This is the utility that I'm trying to give. Like, for instance, this would be the first way for someone to use cryptocurrency I know of to straight buy something online. I don't know. You can buy a bit with using Bitcoin, but like, I don't know, like all these altcoins, I have yet to see any altcoins being used as like a point of trade. Cause this is how I was trying to give back by like letting people like, for instance, like, cause this product I make, it does take me time. It's really time consuming. Like if I was to sell it for the price I'm selling it at, I would be basically getting trade value. You know what I mean? It's not even like I'm getting a profit from it. So like I want like I was trying to do that. So because I remember whenever I first started buying altcoins, I got super excited because like, you know, the price was up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got some cryptocurrency. Then I tried to go online and buy stuff. And then like I didn't even know I went to like a NFT marketplace, which I thought was like real stuff. It was like t-shirts and like, you know, like little Lego freaking swords and stuff. I'm like, great, this is real stuff. And I went to get ready to order it. And I'm like, wait, it doesn't ask me for any shipping information. So what am I doing? It was kind of like crazy. It's like I'm about to spend money to basically digitalify myself so that all my money just turns into nothing. It's not really nothing because honestly, people do buy the stuff for, you know, I guess prestige, so they can have like, you know, some value, like what is the board ape yacht club. Like you got those people that buy those certain apes just so they can fit in with their friends and stuff. So I mean, I see it, but I want to be able to again use this for purchase. If I want to go buy a coffee, like you were saying, PayPal
Yeah.
transaction.
So yeah. So like the best. I mean, in my opinion, the best like thing you can do, and anyone will like. Well, I'll say it like that. No one in the crypto space have created a stable coin which is a like a main native token, at least like in my knowledge of crypto. No one's created it.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask you because did you hear about because one of these coins it was based on a stable coin, and not, was it Dao or Die? Was Die? Is Die not a stable?
DIO.
Dao?
Yeah, it's a bit complicated, but it's DAI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so it is a stable coin, and it is also kind of a native coin, but uh, even I don't deal with it. I usually use like Binance Smart Chain for
Hmm.
development and like you like general uses.
Okay, because could Die, I don't even think, can you add like Die to like um its own mainnet like EVM? Like, because like I said, my goal, because MetaMask is already out there, and like it seems like an easy way to get people to like get into crypto is by downloading a MetaMask wallet and setting it up. It's not really that hard. And like the fact that you can put Ethereum on there, like let me show you. I think you can put you can put Ethereum, Solana, like Moon River,
You,
just
you
a whole,
cannot put Solana, I think.
no. Okay, yeah, it's one of them. What, Moon River, Matic, I have Binance Smart Chain. Hold on, I have a website
Yeah.
that does all of them.
Yeah. So I think the best idea, like the best blockchain we can build, is basically a stable coin currency.
Right.
Like the everyday people don't wanna like buy something and then 10 days later it
It
loses half of
crashes,
its,
right?
yeah,
Value.
it loses half
Exactly.
of its value. So yeah, that's what I think. So if you wanna like create it,
I
it's
do.
not that it's not. So you do.
I actually do. I'm sorry to push all of that. It did sound like whenever you first started talking about it, it did sound like an idea. I was, because like I said before, I was interested in an idea, but for 25 cents, do you think we can peg it at 25 cents? Or is that too low? Because I feel like I wanted to
I
be
think it's too low.
affordable. Too low. You don't think that'll stand
Because
out?
think about like if you want to buy a coffee, it will cost like,
4 coins. A
no, I mean,
dollar.
yeah. So if you want to buy like something that costs $1 and then you want to buy it using the Waycoin or something, any like what's the name? Like you're planning to stay with Waycoin or whatever. So you buying the same thing with Waycoin, and then it's like 4 times, like it's not 4 times more, but the average everyday people can be confused because it's like 4 coins, but it's like $1 total value. So
True. I'm thinking like, how can we stand out as, because that would make us like the fifth, because what you have, um, Tether, Day or Die, what's the other one? USDC. You have USDC. You have the new USD coin or whatever they're getting ready to do. They're getting ready to do their own coin too. So there's a couple stable coins out there. So how can we make it maybe 50 cents, or is that still too low? Do you want to peg at a dollar, like one flat dollar?
I think $1 is the best, but uh I also think all these like stable coins are just tokens on other chains. And in
Hmm.
order to send these tokens, you need to pay gas fee in Ethereum, for example, or BNB. So you need to own BNB and you need to own Ethereum in order to use these tokens.
So if you charge a flat fee, how would you say, what, 0.3% of the dollar when you go to do your gas fee for the stable coin? Would it be 3 cents, or would you say one token
I-
or
I'll
one?
s- I'll I'll say, like, if you want to create a stable coin, so the fees are like, it's up to you, but it should be low because crypto fees like there are so many chains with low fees, and people, like most of the people don't use them because it's like a side chain. It's like side chains. No, like most of the people like don't want to use like small things. That's like, for example, um if you like go to a store and then they say, hi, we sell new product, yeah, do you want to buy it? So most of the people will say like it's a company I don't know, and like they will not like be interested in this.
Mhm.
So my main point is we need to create something that is for the average like everyday
Everyday
people.
person. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's my point.
So easy, so something easy. Don't do all this extra stuff that I'm trying to do. Just something easy and simple for people, basically.
I'll say something like um it's up to you. It depends on what you want to create.
Mm,
um First you told me something a bit different, but
I did.
um yeah, so if you want to create a stable coin, in my opinion at least, you need to create like, think about like a United States dollar,
Mm,
but only cash, no banks, no nothing, just
mm,
cash but digitally. So you can send cash with no like middleman or third party like company or service, but
mm,
digitally.
So would I be able to like say if I did want to send, okay, so with the stable coin, for instance, if I wanted to just send 50 cents, I could.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Because I'm just again, it sounds like okay. So how much would this cost me if I was to go just straight stable coin, and then I could build smart contracts off of that? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like for instance, say um, because I'm like trying to see what if I didn't if I named the main token or the main chain like coin a different name and then had Ray coins on top of my network. Because I don't know, like, because I don't know Ray, because there are a lot of Ray coins out there right now. That's the problem. So I don't know if people are going to be able to deviate from it being off just the Phantom chain or someone else's chain, and then my main coin. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if the main coin, Ray coin, will separate. I mean, I guess it is going to be a stable coin that will make people know which coin it is, but mm, this is a hard one. How much is this going to cost? Whether
Like the
what name
fees,
would
the
you use?
gas
Yes,
fees
for your service, young sir. How
for
much would you
creating
charge?
like
Yes, for helping me create this coin and getting it to a point where I can put it on a MetaMask wallet and start sending it to
putting
Mo.
it on a MetaMask wallet. It's like basically no there's no extra like development needed, because
Huh?
yeah, so it's basically any EVM chain can be used in MetaMask.
And get directly in. Did you see that video I sent you about how like you can do a quick
Yeah,
little
yeah.
click it?
So
So
you
like could
can,
I attach that to my website, that same
yeah,
feature?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, because that's my main goal. Because if I could do that, then I could just tell people download the MetaMask wallet and go to my website, click it, and it'll slide you right on. Because with these, like the Moon River I sent you, was like I have to go to Coin Tool and then find the that little spot for me to actually put that on. So I want to be able to literally go on a website because you just like you said with this can with crypto, it needs to be easy. That's the problem with crypto. It's so complicated. You have to do so many steps. If you actually go to my website and look and scroll down the steps that it took you to get to my coin, by the time anybody got done reading half the page, they would want to do it. Like who would want to have to go through all these steps just to buy a cryptocurrency? That's silly. At that point, I might as well just buy Bitcoin and use Bitcoin to trade. So if I can get it to a point where you go to my website, scroll down maybe to a middle of the page, you can click add to MetaMask with this button. Click it, and the MetaMask, the little this little thing will pop up, and you can just
Yeah,
click
yeah,
approve, and then there
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Also, that little button is like
Super easy to
10
put
minutes.
install.
It's like 10 minutes of work. It's like
Okay.
these are like, it's not complicated. Like even even I think someone like on GitHub, uploaded a like sample code for that. I
Mm-hmm.
think. So it's really not complicated.
Okay.
So you meant
Like how much would be the
how
fee would be for your service to actually get this thing up and going?
you mean like a a like new EVM blockchain network
Mm-hmm.
with like a stable coin, or like what do you want at the end?
With the
Like,
stable coin that can get me going, like,
so the main problem with stable coins, so you need to make them like backed to, like, you need to backed by dollars or whatever. So you need to, okay,
peg it. How do you
what?
peg it? How do you peg it this like peg it to the dollar?
Yeah, so most of the like I mean top 5 stable coins, these coins are basically, it's like, think about it like a bank
Mm-hmm.
that you can deposit money, and
Mm-hmm.
when you deposit money you get like a ticket in return. Like, if you deposit 1 coin you get 1 ticket, and
Mm-hmm.
if you return the ticket you get the coin back. So
Okay.
that's if you want to like deposit.
So I need a
um
depository somewhere people can deposit money,
so
or I need to be able to
so
deposit.
no, so like in like the main stable coins right now, most of the people don't deposit, they just swap it on like dexes, like.
Yeah.
So if they want to create new tokens, they need to like go to the company behind that project and like go to their website or application or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and deposit the money and get the token. So that's called like backed by dollar or USD.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some, like, a few other ways to do that, like a mintable token, and that's like basically the easiest way.
Is a
Because
mintable token, yeah.
yeah, because if it's a mintable and burnable, you can just, if the value goes like behind or below, like the value of the USD dollar, like the United States dollar, you can just burn or like mint new tokens.
To get it where it needs to be so it balances out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But there is some, like, there are a few more ways. Um. Anyways, the the main idea behind trading, like the general trading, is that if you trade one thing for something else, so you and the person you're trading like with, you both agree about the values of both like objects or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So with good marketing and like good um like making, you can basically make people think and believe this like worth dollar and not $2, and then like they will not sell it or buy it for less or more.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the like the really easiest way.
Way to do it.
um
Okay.
because think about it, like, if like all the community agrees that your coin is like, its worth is $1, then no one will buy or sell it in like higher or
Lower
lower, like,
amounts.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what, I can create the blockchain, the network, using proof of authority or proof of work or whatever you
Proof of
want.
authority. That sounded
Yeah,
interesting because I actually did some research after you told me about it because I actually didn't hear about point of proof of authority yet. I heard about proof of stake. I've heard that was actually the new wave, but this proof of authority does seem kind of interesting.
yeah. So creating a stable coin is like, I cannot create it, and like, I can create the smart contracts and everything you want, but I cannot create the trust of the people that the coin is like, its value is $1.
Mm-hmm.
So you understand, like, so I can create the blockchain and then like the tokens, but I cannot
Make the
make it.
value to a dollar.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But what we can do is creating a new, like, think about it like a new blockchain network, a completely, like, think about like a clean blockchain network,
mhm.
EVM, and then a native coin on it, and we can just market it to the everyday people, because most of the like EVM chains, which is like Ethereum and Binance and everything, these chains are like, the everyday people don't even know what is Ethereum.
Ethereum at all. No. And
Yeah,
then if they do jump in, for them to have an experience with Ethereum, like high gas fees will probably make them bounce right back out as soon as they do find out
yeah.
about it.
So most of the people, the everyday people who like interested in cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin users.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to take the EVM space to the everyday people, I think you'll be able to be the first person who does it. Because no one, like, no, basically no one from the everyday people knows they can create a decentralized app or
Mm-hmm.
decentralized website or even pay someone decentralized in the decentralized ways.
Right.
Yeah. So it's up to you.
I mean, that sounds like something I really want to do, honestly. I mean, like I said, if you're confident and like you're key on one of my developers, absolutely. If I would rather go down a path that you felt comfortable with, that way, if we do build a team, you have, say so in the matter to make sure that we're getting what we need done in order for this to grow from where your mindset is on, because again, this is an idea that I have, but you're helping me with it. And I am entrusting you to be able to help develop that in the best way that I won't be able to do myself. I am more of the marketer type of person. I can market anything. People used to tell me I could sell snow to an Eskimo. I I don't like knowing that I can do that technically because it makes me feel like a manipulator, but honestly, I'd rather do stuff for good. Like you see my happy little smelly website. That's to help make people smile when they're sad. I, that's the only way I like to work, is to make sure that I'm creating something that can make something better. I like to take things that are bad and turn them into something better. And like if we can get into the crypto space and help the everyday people get to a decentralized point where they don't have to count on a bank for their money, but they can hold on to their own value and create their value. Cause like the thing about cryptocurrency is that I can at any given moment start making something and selling it and generate a revenue instead of going through the entire system of EIN numbers, like becoming a business and all that stuff just to try to generate some sort of revenue. I got to go through the bank in order to get bank. That doesn't sound fair, I don't feel like, but I mean, it's what we're doing right now. So maybe again, like you said, if we bring it to the space for the everyday people, we'll be the first to do that. And we can make it easy for people to actually start banking for themselves instead of counting on someone else. So, I mean, how much, again, I think that's what I want to know, like could we make this work to where, because it does sound like it's going to be expensive. I like I said, I'm out like a few grand on this project already. um right now my budget is pretty much like, as I get money, is like, because I work two full-time jobs, or not full-time, but like pretty much, not minimum wage, but like, you know, I wouldn't make more than $3,000 a month. You understand? But I want this project to work. So it's like after bills and all this, I might have like $1,000 to $1,500 to like use to like invest in myself. I have a website, or I have that website. Have a YouTube channel that I do promotion on, stuff like that. So, and little small bills like that. But like, say for instance, if you were like, "Hey, I'll do this. Give me $800 a month until it's all done," I would try to deviate that and make it happen for you. But that's like, I'm just living to check. So I would need to know how you would want your money and how much it would cost to do the project. Because again, this thing, it's been 2 years. So technically I'm not in a run. I'm not in a race to try to be the best at the moment, because there's so many people out there. I just want to have the best product at the moment that I have the product. Doesn't matter how long it takes, because Bitcoin is just now becoming pretty much familiar with people, right? And it's been out since 2009, I believe. So,
Yeah. It's it depends about like what you want to build. So if you want to build, you do you want to build a stable coin or
I want to
like
go to stablecoin. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do it as 25 cents. I know that sounds crazy,
so
but
you mean for sure a stable coin?
yes, because that was something I really, really wanted to do. That was, like I said, that
And
Quip coin at the beginning before I even made the Raycoin thing. It was a stable coin because I thought that was just smart to do. And I thought at 25 cent because again, it's easy to it's easy to get a quarter. I can get a
y-
quarter and invest. I would invest a quarter in cryptocurrency versus a dollar just because it's cheap. I'm thinking about the
okay,
poor people.
I can like create the blockchain and everything, but again, the value of the
Will
coin,
depend on the people that are actually like,
believing in the project and like trusting you or us or the project.
okay,
Um, do you also want a DEX or a block explorer, like
I
only the
do want the
chain?
block explorer for sure so people can see where the coins are going. I did kind of want a privacy coin at some point, but I don't know, maybe they can build it on top of our network. If
Yeah,
someone had it a little, they wanted to do a private coin that way. Cause I'm still thinking about the people that not don't I don't want them to be nefarious. I don't want people to be using it for nefarious activities. Because honestly, like I thought about the other day, think about Monero. If somebody wanted to do like a kidnapping thing, like all they'd have to do is kidnap someone and then tell the people, hey, pay in Monero. Like, how would anybody know? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
the
because it's
money,
like it's
it's gone.
completely like
Yeah.
anonymous.
Right. So it's like you paid the kidnappers their money in Monero, and you don't know whether or not the kids are going to, or your family, whoever got kidnapped, is going to actually come back. So it's a horrible thing because there are some bads to that, but I can understand why somebody would want to be able to make a trade and not have to worry about, FBI or somebody knocking on their door. Like, for instance, there are going to be people that are buying drugs. Unfortunately, it's true, but there are people that buy marijuana on the streets. And I know some people would rather be able to do this anonymously without versus having somebody in their face saying, hey, I seen you make this transaction. I got the facts and data right here. This is what time you bought it. This is how much you bought it for. That sucks. But you see, it's like one of those catch 22s. It's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. And I don't, so privacy main network, no. But the stablecoin idea, like I said, I was definitely helping on that. That was something that was exciting to do. So
Okay,
if you
so yeah, so we have a new blockchain and the block explorer and anything more like block explorer. It's like a 1 day job. Like it's a few hours. It's like there's the project called Blockscout. It's just think about Etherscan or BNB scan or whatever it's called, BSC scan.
mhm.
Um, but its its interface is like a bit different, but it's basically you'll be able to get something like Etherscan.
Okay, so basically, wouldn't I need the DEX in order for people to start making the value on the coin? How would people get, like, say for instance, you built the blockchain, I now have it to the point where I can add it to my MetaMask. How do I get the value on the coin? The liquidity, basically? How do I add the liquidity to the coin?
Like you mean how liquidity? How do you add liquidity to a
To
token?
the stable
The peer,
token, how would I add the value to it? Like, how would I get it to the point where people can use it to
but
trade and get the value?
immediately you don't need liquidity for that.
Okay.
You don't like. I mean, the stablecoin will be the native token, so users will be able to just
Well, how do
send
they get the
it.
money? Oh, they would just be sending it to themselves, and then the value. How does the value start from that? Like, that's what I wonder. Like,
You mean how do we get to the point that the coin or token will be like in the value of $1?
dollar of some sort? Yes. How does that go from the, okay, we launched a coin. Now I'm sending you some, you're sending me some. How do we get it to the point where now it's on like coin marketplace trading at so much value? Like, how will that happen to a point where, again, like, we're going to get it to the dollar?
So you mean how do we get it to? like be tradable on platforms?
Yeah, and tradable, and to a point where it has the number value, because again, you can create it and send it to me and I could send it to you, but that doesn't mean it's worth $1 yet. It does. We can, then I
Yeah.
could send it to a friend, and we can all, like, say there's 5 of us and we're all sending it to each other. That doesn't mean that it's worth anything at all. Like, how
Yeah,
does
yeah.
it get to
So
it?
most of the projects, like this, like not like Ethereum or something, the meat, like the small project, they basically list it on like some centralized exchanges, and then they can like pre-sell it.
Oh, so
And
they sell it and pre-sell it
yeah,
for an amount.
yeah, they like, oh, we're going to like launch your platform in 1 month. If you want to buy it like before we launch it, so you can go to that link or platform or whatever and buy it. Um, the main problem with
But
that,
then that doesn't that just give that just sends us, like, say for if we sell it, we pre-selling it, they're sending me cash and then I sell them the coin. How does it put the value of how much it's going to be worth, like when they send me the money?
because when you trade something for something else, then you and the person you traded for, you traded with, are like, it's like a consensus between people about the price of the token or coin or whatever. So
So
you
what
mean
if they don't see
you mean
that trade? Like, for instance,
no,
say for instance, I
you mean
send it to, like, say for instance, I meet this guy on the street. I meet him, he's like, say Tony. I'm like, hey Tony, I just created this cryptocurrency. I want to sell you some. It could possibly be worth something someday. I don't know how you're supposed to properly ask or sell coin, because technically it can be illegal to do that if you're selling it as a security. And this isn't really, this is a security. This is something that, again, I want people to just, if they have use for it, they have use for it. So, hey Tony, I want you to check this out. You want to buy some? And he gives me $5, and then I send him the coin. Now, how does I send him, like, how would I know how much to send him if he gives me $5? Like, say I would just send him five. Okay, I would send him 5 of those because I'm trying to get it at $1. But how would anybody know about that trade?
so if you trade that decentralized, like in like decentralized ways, so they can't know,
Okay.
because it's on your network, and like it's not something you, they will be able to see in the block explorer that you sent someone, like for example 5 coins, but they can't
See that
know
they
that.
sent at me 5. So for
Yeah,
instance, oh, so they would know. Didn't you say we would be able to wrap coin? Like, how? Okay, so because you were mentioning wrapping coins from other, like say if somebody would send me Bitcoin, like say if he sent me $5 worth of Bitcoin for those, could
so you
that
mean, so we can um
will that show up on the block
so
explorer? I mean,
if
like,
you
if
want, if you want to have like, okay, there's two main ways to make your token or currency have like a fixed volume, a
mm,
value. So one of them is like just pre-sell it on like a centralized exchange, and then list it on websites like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and then people can see, oh, Raycon's like it's like now $1, and like they can see the price.
yeah, see, I tried to do that originally just off of Phantom token, and to try to get listed it costs a lot of money. Just to try to get put on a decentralized exchange costs money. I couldn't even get on like Whitebit.
Yeah, so I think the best way is to create your own blockchain and then creating a like wrap token on, for example, Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, and then creating a bridge. And before you create a bridge, you need to create the to add liquidity. Like for example, if you create Raycon on Ethereum, then you need to create also a liquidity pool with Ethereum and Raycon on Ethereum, and then people will be able to
Bridge
purchase.
their Ethereum Raycoin over to my
Yeah,
coin, my
they'll be
mainnet, kind
able
of like
to
Phantom.
swap. Yeah,
Phantom does that. Phantom has the Phantom. You can buy the Phantom Ethereum or the Ethereum version of Phantom, and then there's a bridge that you can bridge over to the Phantom mainnet.
Yeah, and you'll be able to, if you're the first like liquidity provider. So how you know how liquidity works?
Kind of one for one, right? I put in my amount of money. I have, like, say if I, well, because I've had to add liquidity to the Raycoin. So like I had some Phantom and I took my Phantom and took some of my Raycoin, put them together, and that was the value of
Yeah. So
my Raycoin was.
if you're the first liquidity provider, then you
I set the
can,
price.
yeah, you set the price.
Okay.
Then you can set like $1, and then like people will be able to swap Ethereum for like your coin or your token on Ethereum, and then bridge that token to your network. And that token they bridge, the thing they will get is will be like their wrap token, the wrap version of the native token. So
Okay.
they'll be able to swap it to the native token. And then it's basically you're creating a situation where your coin can be like purchased with Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain for a fixed price.
Okay. So here is where I'm like, okay. So would it matter, since I already added liquidity into the Phantom pool, because I already did liquidity on the Phantom network with my coin. My fixed price there isn't $1 a coin though. Wouldn't that affect, like, say if someone bridged the Phantom network to my coin or to the
You
main net?
you cannot undo it and like create a new value, for
That
example,
was, yeah,
$1.
because I didn't. Okay, so how? Because when I first made the coin, I was trying to do it at like 3,666 coins for every one Phantom, just to get the value, and and it, yeah, it locked that in, and I guess I can't, because I was gonna do 366 instead of 3,666. So I locked the price so low on my coin that it's like, okay, well, I have to do it on all the liquidity pools, like, because they had Spirit Swap and Spooky Swap. So I had to set the price on both places, which I guess even after that, I was able to set the price because each coin is different. Because I did the 3,666 with Phantom, and then I got USDC Phantom, and I set the price different on the Raycoin and that liquidity. So it's like you get more, you'll get more.
When you swap. Yeah,
Yeah,
when you swap it on like another platform.
right. Yeah. So you'll get, for instance, you'll get more Raycoin if you use USDC versus if you have Phantom. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like but you can both, you can get from two different coins. You can make purchases on Raycoin. So wouldn't that be a problem? Wouldn't that mess with the value of the coin itself?
Look, creating again, I can create your blockchain. I cannot make it like completely worth $1. Um, the easiest way to do so is
Make it and set
basically
the blockchain or set the price. But that's what I'm saying.
no,
Well, like,
like making people trust your project. For
mhm,
example, when you go to PayPal or any other payments platform and you deposit money, you trust PayPal or any other like the other platforms. You trust them that they will keep the money and like they will not run away with it. So trust is the most important thing in trading because you cannot trade something without people believe that the thing they trade for
as its
is,
value.
yeah. So I can create your blockchain and create the block explorer and create the like button that will add the thing, the network on MetaMask, but I
Mhm.
cannot make it worth like $1
Dollar,
like a
and make
fixed.
people trust it, because again, it would have to have people actually use the
Yeah,
coin in order for it to work.
yeah,
True.
that's up to you. I don't want to promise that I will like create it and
And
uh
it would just immediately get out there and people use it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I've been trying to get people invested in the idea to trust the whole thing. But again, I'm sorry, he's being a little bug. Okay,
No problem.
it's not even raining anymore. You can go downstairs now, buddy. Okay, I am in the middle of a business meeting right now. Okay, okay, all right. Jesus Lord, but yeah, like I feel like it's just I don't know. I don't want this to like not work, but I don't want to keep throwing. It's like throwing darts at a board and hoping it sticks. It's like it. I want to make it right, and I want it to be at a point where anybody can use it because it has to be simple. It has to be. If it's not simple, then no one's
So,
gonna use it.
okay, so maybe the best idea is not creating a stable coin, because stable coin is simple in a everyday people like point of view, but it is not like creating a stable coin. It's not simple. It like, and it can be complicated, and it maybe won't work. So I can create your like own EVM blockchain with Block Explorer and Dex or whatever, and the and bridge if you want, and the price, that's like, that's it. I cannot make it in specific price, like again, it's up to you, the up to you, like, yeah, it's just up to you. The price is, it's not something I have to do with. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, at that point, you're just creating the blockchain. So yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to take upon me to actually make it work. I mean, I really do like the stablecoin idea. It does sound really cool. Uh, like say if we did fix if how do you fix it so that it would be a flat fee for the price or whenever
You
like
mean
say
you mean
for the
you mean when some
gas fee.
you mean a fixed gas fee?
Yes. Is there
That's just, that's how proof of authority work. It's just like fixed.
okay. All right. So we're going to do point of authority and we're going to do it at a fixed rate of can you we you told me they cannot have it to where it's deflationary.
The what?
It can't be deflationary. Like I can't send that fee to the people that own.
What do you mean? Like you cannot
Like
send
say for instance, like that fee, the gas fee, that gas fee goes to the main. Where does those gas fees go?
to the validator's wallets,
To the validator's wallet.
which
So
is which is like your wallet.
my first, so since I'm just the one
You're the first.
validator, how do
You
so
can
those
add more validators, but if you need half, at least half of the validators wanting in order for transactions to be like confirmed. So
okay.
you can't just like add any possible address, and then like you need active like validator nodes. And wait, I was trying to say something, I don't remember. Never mind. You need you need you need like active nodes that will confirm. Ah, yeah, I remember. Let's say you have three validator nodes. So each block, all the transaction fees, that's like all the transactions in that specific block, all these transaction fees will go to the validator who confirmed the block, which is a random validator.
Okay.
So
And that
yeah,
random
it's,
validator will be the one that gets the fees.
yeah.
Okay. So that's with any, like, say if we got 1,000 people moving, trading that day, there's 1,000. So basically, it's like a lottery winner who gets the fees. Basically, it sounds like.
Between the validators.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, say if there's like 15 validators and 1,000 people doing transactions, out of those 15 people, it depends, like, say one of them will get 400 of those fees. Somebody might get 200 of those fees. Somebody might
Yeah.
get 100. Okay. 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 And now, how does it? Okay. Damn, that almost sounds like questionable. How do you add validators? I add them myself.
You just like technically just like run a command, and you need most of like you need like more than half of the validators to vote for them for that specific validator. For
It'll
example,
vote for a specific validator.
yeah, so you run a command. It's basically something like vote and then like command call vote or whatever, and then you can add the address of the validator you want to vote for, and then you can vote up or down for like, and then you need more than half of the validators to vote app for them to be validators.
So what
If
if what if no one's on the network or no one's paying attention on the network at the moment? Who gets validated? Like, don't I would have to vote for them, right?
no,
Or is
you
this
got
all
me wrong.
automatic?
No. The the transactions and everything is completely automated.
Okay.
But if you want to add more validators, you need the current validators to agree about the new validators. I'll call it authority, or even you need the current validators to trust the new validator.
Okay. So
So
me and you are validators on this, correct? Like, let's say
yeah,
we're the validators. So
yeah.
how does someone what does someone like email us and say, hey, I would like to be a validator on the network with you guys? Or do we just go and see someone doing market, like doing a lot of trading? We're like, hey, I like him, let's add him in, or how would that work?
So if someone want to be a validator, like technically, or like how do they like
How,
contact us or what?
yeah, how did they get to the point where it's like, okay, we want to add another validator, or we need to add another validator? Because like I don't obviously want to be the central validator. And if you were to join, I don't know how you feel about joining my project and hanging in here longer than just to do the work and stuff. I don't know if you would like to stay in on it and see where it goes, but I would have you as another validator as well. So obviously we would be two of the people that were making the, you know, proper authority to add on to another person and stuff like that. How do me and you figure out how to add another person as a validator, or do we
So
just keep ourselves?
yeah, so you can't, like you can, but it's not recommended at least to add like a lot of validators, because when like more than half of them like don't want the software, the client, then the transaction won't be confirmed. But if you like trust a person, you trust them and you believe they will run the client, then you can add him as a validator, and you and the person you add both, it's a win-win situation because the network is like more decentralized, and you have like like more, you have more nodes, it's more decentralized, and he has a chance to get the fees. So it's win-win situation, but you need a trust between you and the person.
That we decide to add on as a validator.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, could you imagine, like, what if one of us die or something like that? Uh, makes me think about proof of stake. And then, oh my God. I mean, I like the proof of authority. That sounds like an interesting concept, but at the same time, does that not sound centralized in a way? Because we're
Yeah,
centralizing it down to ourselves.
it's less central, it's less decentralized than, for example, proof of work or proof of authority. The transactions are decentralized, but there are people who like control the network.
The network, yeah. See, because I mean, like, you got the miners that control the proof of work with
But
their,
anyone can be a minor,
but
right?
anybody
So
can be a miner. And then you got with proof of work, I mean, proof of stake, it's like, isn't that just popcorn basically? Or who, not popcorn, but people, like, if I stake all my coins, if I'm the richest one on the network, I can put all mine in head and then be the person that validates the transaction, correct?
what do you mean?
Is
If
it proof of
someone,
stake? Isn't it like if I'm on the main network and I have like 100,000, I'm thinking of a proof of stake network. I don't even know.
let's say Bitcoin POS, which is
Bitcoin
like
PO. Yeah. Say if I have 100, okay, 100 Bitcoin BOS, I can basically jump above the person that has like 10 BOS as be the validator, right?
and in proof of stake, anyone who
As a
own
whale, like whales, basically. Whales are the authority.
yeah, so yeah, in most chains, most of the cases,
That's
wells.
any chain. Honestly, whales control how the whole thing go.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so when we think about also in like the miners, there are companies who like mine Bitcoin. Most of the like the mining power is like companies. It's not the everyday people. So as well as the mining system and the staking system, also the like authority authority system, all, all these systems are decentralized but not decentralized completely.
completely. Yeah. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's like anybody can get control. Okay, so then I guess proof of authority. I trust me, and I honestly, some about you, man. I really feel like I can trust you in this. Like you're the first person I've talked to through this whole thing that has given me a trustworthy vibe to where I feel like I can give you this information. Like I said, when I gave you my number and stuff, I feel, like I don't think that you're trying to hack me or, take me for everything I got. Cause that's really what all that is trying to hide yourself to, because you're worried someone's gonna like, you know, expose you, destroy you, whatever the case may be. But I just don't, I hope I'm reading you right. You seem like a trustworthy young man. You don't seem like the kind of person
Yeah,
that would
I
be,
appreciate what you're saying.
yeah,
And thanks.
yeah, no
I
doubt.
trust you as well. You're looking like a really good guy.
No, thanks, buddy.
Um,
Appreciate you too.
yeah. So at the end of the day, well, so we want a proof of authority
Yes,
blockchain
a stable
with
coin.
a stable coin,
Yes.
and the stable coin, it's gonna be the same technology, but with like I'm you're the one who's gonna make it a stable coin. It's not me. I you understand that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I just have to, basically, I have to learn the step after it's all created to make it, to peg it to a stable dollar. Like I just have to get it launched to, a exchange or something like that, get it listed and stuff like that. That would have
Yeah.
to be. I would just have to wait
So
until I got there.
yeah. So and you're gonna have to like create some like Discord, Telegram, whatever communities. Yeah. So for like I can create the block explorer, the of course the blockchain itself, and bridge and Dex. If you want all of these,
Mhm.
you want them or
I do. I think I
oh
might
yeah.
as well go at least have a ground floor for everyone who does come to the community to at least start to walk. It's like having building a mall, having all the
Yeah.
spaces in the mall for everyone to come in. It's like, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. I'm kind of the with the name. I'm over here with the rebrand, but I'm wondering if
Yeah,
there's a
I
way that
think I think I think you should rebrand, but
I'm wondering
again,
if
up to
there's a
you.
way though I can use the brand that I have and launch it as if like a way so that it's attached to it. Like people can like, go to Raycoin, but go to the other coin and, vice versa. Like they get to the main coin and they can still use Raycoins as like, I mean, obviously I can never bridge the Phantom unless I would cash out all of it. And then I don't know. That's where I'm
Um,
stuck at because like as I said, I spent $2,500 at least on what you see from what you don't see. Like there's another $1,000 there, so it's like, man, I don't. The website's gorgeous, so I don't want to throw the website away, but
also do you want a website or you can create it yourself?
I
I
can
don't know.
create it myself. But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just like
cool.
that. I because I learned actually through the process of making it, I had someone else like I was learning. I paid someone like $500 to get the site set up to where you see it, like to get that organized the way it is. Another $100 few for the freaking white paper. That's the problem, is like all these fees for like all this stuff, like the white
Yeah,
paper and all these things. I'm gonna have to basically do all of that over again.
for the white paper.
Yeah, I mean, in order for like,
You know what? I I can like write the white paper for free. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just like how many pages? Like
well,
15.
this one was 15. I mean, it's gorgeous. Though. You should see this white paper. It was really sexy. It was a lot, bro. Like I said, I did try to make this coin as unique as possible. Okay, so if I went with the rebrand, I gotta ask you, because the only reason why I was nervous about the rebrand is because there's only one other rebrand name that I want to go with, and that was the original coin that I wanted to go with was stable coin. But I just have to know how you felt about it. It's
About the name
about the name. I
of
just the name of
the
the coin,
Wacom,
the
the
rate. Well,
current one.
like the original coin before Raycoin, I had a name for the coin, for a stable coin, and it's not that it's controversial, but it's just like in a business aspect, I'd wonder, would people like judge it? And
I'll tell you what. I personally don't like coins who like I don't like the word coin inside of a coin name. It's like coin it's like calling something like your I don't know computer. It's like calling it and not computer processor instead of calling it Intel or AMD or something blah blah blah. Calling it processor blah 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 and not Intel
I
or
know,
whatever.
yeah, it's I
Yeah,
feel that. So you're probably not gonna like the name. The original name was gonna be called the Hood Coin, and the reason why is because the cash tag could have been THC, which again, this is like one of those things where I was thinking about the street. I was thinking about the people in the neighborhood. There's just not a coin for people in the ghetto. Really, for real, there's not really a thing to get people to get into the digital aspect, the people in the more poorer area to get into, because that's really what this is. Cryptocurrency works best in poor countries. It does. Because they use it as their own banking, which I don't know if you've ever heard of what's the name is coin. Fudge. I don't remember if it was called freaking bit. No, it wasn't the BitTorrent. Hold on. There's like a million of these things. But there was a coin that they were using over in Lord have mercy, I can't even remember the name of the coin, but it was in and out of I seen it, but I guess it was like countries like Ghana and Nigeria. They were using it in small villages. It was a way for like them to do their trades without using any of the actual like currency of the country. And I guess with them using this cryptocurrency, it actually built their nation a little bit. They were able to like figure out how to do their funds properly. So I was thinking, well, there isn't really like one in the ghetto region. So that might intrigue I don't want to say the millennials into trying it out. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I'm saying? A younger generation, because it was like, the people that smoke weed, the THC, stuff like that, they'll see that. They might think they can relate to that. So it's something they can purchase into, something that they can try out, and then they could give us feedback, make it stuff. That's where I was going with that. But you just
yeah.
mentioned the whole coin thing.
So you want me to develop like I mean create the blockchain and DEX and Explorer and bridge
And call it the
and
hood coin. How do you feel about that though?
yeah, but the name I'll tell the truth. I don't like it, but it's just
It's
me.
okay. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, I'd rather have your honest to God feedback. And if you're gonna work on a project, I'd rather it be something you enjoy than something that you're like, uh, I'm doing this to do this. No, again, honest feedback it works for me.
Yeah.
Again, it makes the project easier. So then I guess that means we're going to come up with a name together then, because I had other ideas, but I I call it, at one time I called it sprinkles or sprinkle.
Up to you. It's up to you. I'm not good with names, but
Well, the reason why
uh,
I called it sprinkle, because the token was going to be called sprinkle and the tag was going to be called joy.
hmm.
Do you like that? But I don't know. There's like a lot of, because I'm thinking, what's it gonna look like on here? I'll screamer it for you. Because again, when it comes to people looking up these on like Coin Market Cap and uh coin stats and stuff like that, they're going to be looking for names that, oh my god, Lord have mercy. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, they're going to be coming, if you can see back behind me, they're going to be looking for the names that stand out, and the tags. Like, hold on, let me see. My Coin Gecko has more of the tags, but if it loads, hold on, give me a second. Shut up! Lord have mercy. There's nothing going on outside for them to be barking like that. They just do that to do that some days. Okay, but I don't know if you see, I just searched joy, but they have joystick, joy stream, joys. They already have so many. And just like with Ray, they have, like, say for instance, the rays. Well, actually there's no result for rays, but Ray itself, it was radium, strayan inu, stray. Well, there's an exchange, a radium exchange, but there were just like a lot of tags. And I know it really doesn't matter. It's not like, names. I heard names don't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter your name, as long as your product works, you'll stand out. But I personally feel like it has to be able to be easy to be said. It has to be easy for anyone to pick up, anyone to be able to understand, or grasp, like Bitcoin.
Yeah, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, something like it has to be catchy.
It has to
And
be. It has to
yeah,
be, in order for people to run off and be able to tell their friends about it. Hey, I got this. That's the reason why I went with the hood coin, because it was like, it's
yeah. So
something so out there that somebody would be like, what is the hood coin? And then, like I said, it played on both parts, because I don't know if you know that marijuana, the one active ingredient that makes you high, is called THC. That's why, because it's like, well, since the hood is known for smoking weed and all that, it'll make the people in that region, and then even the, like, say a multimillionaire, right? He sees that, and he sees that the market is trading. He feels like the best way for him to get in and feel like, he can get in with the young folk. He might want to hop in and buy in as well, just because it's like, well, he knows what THC is. A lot of people do. And then I don't know, in this country right now, they're legalizing marijuana all over. So, and I just, again, that was one of those things where I was like, I'm trying to catch on like the Raycoin. The reason why I went with Raycoin was because of Raycon. And like, every time I'm on YouTube, there's somebody advertising Raycons, the earbuds. I don't know if you've ever heard if you watch YouTube and you've heard a Raycon promotion, but they do that a lot. So I figured, at least it's something where, like, Raycoins. I heard of Raycons, but Raycoins, what are Raycoins though? I don't know.
I mean, it's up to you. Have nothing to do with names. I think I can suggest some, but I have no idea at the moment.
You have no idea that it never happens when, right at the moment when you want to think about it, right off the top of dome, you can never figure one out, honestly. But I mean, at least you can give me a number. Tell me how much you're going to cost for your service. We can figure out, like, maybe a payment plan if you were interested, if that would work. Because I don't know if because what you
Yeah.
say might
So
be a little expensive, and I don't know if I'll be able to cover everything up front, but I will try to do what I can. If
so
Go ahead.
yeah. So the main thing is do you want to create your own client or create or you just use something like Geth? And basically, Ethereum, it's just a software which a lot of computers like run and connects with one another.
Hmm.
And the software they use, it can be used to create a new blockchain, which is like a new Ethereum blockchain. But if you want to customize it and make it your own and like change stuff on it, so like it's more complicated a bit. So that's the main question. Um, and in a like technical view, no one, no like most of the crypto like advanced people will not invest in someone who just like copy pastes the code of Ethereum.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think we should like customize it.
Straight from the gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. So, all right, we'll go that way route as well. So, point of authority, stable coin with all the bridge, the DEX, the um,
Explore.
Explorer, and fully customizable, basically. Yes.
Yeah.
And I would get, so you would send me all the back end like code and all that. So, how would I
Also,
access the wallet and stuff?
you mean how are you going to like use the blockchain?
Yes. How would I access everything on the back end for my way?
You mean as a validator or
Yes,
as a
as a
user?
validator and
Oh, so
as a user as well.
basically, you need to run at least like two servers, and you'll be able to log into the server and like it's like think about Linux.
Yeah.
So I personally like to use Ubuntu 18 or 2020, but you can I think use any like Ubuntu from the last few years, but you can just log into your server and like manage everything from there.
Okay.
And the blockchain will for the users, and it's just a MetaMask like interface. It's
Okay.
gonna be simple.
So are they will they could they use MetaMask or do we need to make our own MetaMask type thing?
I don't think you need to create your own MetaMask
Okay,
thing
cool.
because
All right, cool.
they don't want to like install two wallets which are basically the same thing,
Okay.
but with different logos though.
No, that would just be silly. We don't need all that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then set at that from what you've gathered, how much are we talking?
I mean, how much can you perforate? Because I'll tell you what. I'm 16. I'll do it for any price. I mean, uh,
I know, I know you get, I know you want to get your money. So that's why like I am here for it. I want to support this honestly. Like, so uh, how do you feel like could you do, can I do a payment plan for you?
yeah.
Okay, so how much? Okay, like set the. We need to find out what is your grand total, and then we can come up with a grand. Then we can come up with like a payment plan for that. Like you said it's going to take you maybe a day or two to create all this stuff. Like a few days to actually do everything. But this payment thing might take a month or two to actually fully get you paid off. So I don't know if you want to pace it. You don't have to send me everything until after you can get it all up and running and just work on it, let it run until we're all paid off and then send me everything if you'd like that to do it that way. But I just need to know a grand total so I can see how much. Because like I thought about giving you like all the Phantom I have, but it's the fucking price went down. That was how I was gonna pay you was through the Phantom because I had like $2,500 worth of Phantom total, but I don't know if you see in the market's down, and it was at one when we first started, it was like 133. Now it's 69 cents. So it's going down
Well,
and down. So
so I'll take everything, like anything, everything you can offer. I'll take I'll take it because it's really like not a complicated thing to like. It is. It takes time to work, to test everything, to customize everything. It takes time, but I've already done it a few times, so I know what to do. So like I don't want to charge you money you don't need to be charged for. Like, I mean, I want to get into a fair, like, business relationship, like a
Yes.
fair, yeah. So tell me how much you think, and
Well, I mean, because I remember how much you set your price. I forget how much you set it for on Fiverr, and like I want to try to honor as much as that as I can. Because like I said, I don't want to screw because you're young, and I do want you to be able to achieve some stuff because you might use this money to buy like a new computer or something that'll help you with your schoolwork so that you can get better at this. Honestly, and like I said, I want to get you there. I don't know how much I have. Um, that's
look, you don't have to answer me now. You can
I
think
feel like
about
I
it.
want to though, because I don't want to I want to get this started. I do want to see it in action. I do want to would you be able whenever we do start it, would you get to a point where I could maybe have a link to add it onto the MetaMask wallet just to see it working?
You mean at
Like say you run it for instance until it's paid off because I'd rather you have all control until again it's all paid off and set in motion. Like have it to a point where I could just scan something and then add it to my MetaMask
yeah,
wallet, and then
sure,
maybe we can send some
sure,
coin to one another.
yeah,
That's really
yeah,
what I
yeah,
want to get
sure,
to a point.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
All right. So my budget's at $200 every week right now. I don't know if that's really only $800 a month. So I don't and I don't really remember how much you were set on your price for the whole thing. I don't want to get into
I
too
think
much.
I think and 800 for the like total, like all the work is fine for me. I mean,
Do you?
yeah,
I mean, you sure, man? Because I
yeah.
would rather because if you stay on a project and I pay you with some of the coin and the coin goes up, at least you have some of that as well. Like I could pay you as we go. Because I don't again, because the project I might need help maintaining it, you know what I'm saying, and making sure that everything's good. So I'd rather have, like you said, a business relationship where we're locked in and we can make sure this thing is set in motion and locked because that will help build trust in the community because if they know that we have there's
All right,
dedicated
so
people.
you know what I like, if you want, so I can like be a like in the project and like do everything you want, like be like together in that if you want. So
That's fine, bro. If you can just maintain the back end, help me maintain the back end, that's perfect. Because like I said, I'm more of a marketer. I can get out and tell people about the project, but for me to be sitting and trying to handle all the code and market, that was the problem. Like when I first did the clip coin, I was trying to make everything and get everything situated and tell everybody about it. And then I failed making the coin, and then I got everybody hyped up on a coin that never came out. So you see, it's
yeah,
oh, and then then whenever I get the Ray coin going, I got to a point where did you see how it's on a website that is excited. That was exciting to see the use Rays to make this purchase. I got there. I got people with Rays. I was telling them, hey, you can use your Rays to buy this my happy little smellies and stuff. And then the error. It was great. And then I'm stuck trying to find someone to help me fix the error, and I couldn't. I actually had somebody, he got hyped up on the project. He said he was going to help me out with it, but Fiverr kicked him off. So it was and I didn't have any of his information, so I couldn't get logged in. I'm glad that I have your email at least one of them, and your name. So it's if we do disconnect, I could at least. Where are you from?
Israel.
Israel. I will go to Israel and find you. Hey, could you find this kid for me? Hey, he's a great guy. You see his face? I got his face. I got his name. Help me find him. The other guy, like I said, he was excited. He helped me create another one on Phantom, but it ran into an error where I couldn't even move it out of the wallet. I couldn't move it, but I got it validated on their scan. So, and that was the problem. I got it validated on their scan, but Couldn't move it. So it was like, great, another hype up project. We're getting excited and then stop. That's my only
Yeah.
issue. That is
Yeah.
my only problem because I have developers that can help me make other websites as well that can help with the because here's another goal that I of mine is that I want to have it to where we have like a website similar to that of like eBay, but for cryptocurrency. Like the idea where you can use cryptocurrency to make purchases for like, say, if selling apple juice, we'll just randomly say apple juice or something. And you can either pay me in cash or you can use your cryptocurrency, however you
Yeah.
have it. And I
You
also
can do that
have
too.
right. And I have another website. It's like a YouTube. It's called Tubermart. It's like a website where you can go on and get paid for your videos with cryptocurrency. Well, it was on-site currency right now. Like I can probably pull this up real quick for you. Hold on, give me 30 seconds.
Yeah. So basically you can tell me any number you feel is fair and I'll accept it for like the
Well,
project.
okay. Well, how about we? So you said 800. How about we start 200 a weekend until it was paid off on 800? This way you get started, you can get started
Yeah, yeah,
on
I accept that.
everything. And
Cool.
then after the end of the month, you paid off, you can send me the back end, but you'll still be on the project. Now I can maybe still give you like something, a management fee, a monthly management fee, something like $100 a month. That way you can still just keep back end going. Cause like as long
Look,
as the thing is flowing.
I don't want to charge you $100 a month for m- m- eh,
Bro,
basically you
bro, hey, take the money. It's worth it. If for to have the help that I need to maintain this, it's $100. That to me is worth life. You take the money and make sure it works for me. If you can make sure this thing works for me, that's all I need. And then later on, you'll get way more. Cause again, I I've had these visions and these ideas of these projects for years. These are some
yeah,
things that I've been working on forever. I just have had
it's
no
like
luck.
your dream like
Right. And I've had no luck getting it fully functional yet. That's my problem. So if I know that I can count on you for just $100 a month just to make sure that my back end is looking tight so I can go full force on my front end, then we're good. Because like I said,
right.
my front ends are looking tight, but my back ends are looking ugly. And it's like I can't have a bunch of skeletons back here, and trying to sell something that looks great. And people are like, wait, I see the paint peeling on this wall here. So honestly, $100 is not that much right now I mean, eh, it's a struggle, but I'd rather do it and I'd rather have it because again, this $100 can be something that can help you with whatever it is you're doing right now. You know what I mean? Because I know you're just starting off with life and schools come in. I don't know if you do play video games or something like that, but an honest like it's like having a paycheck to count on, that $100 could have you set to where it's like, okay, I know at least that I can get these done, or I can get this, I can grab this for my computer, or I grab this some clothes. Fuck, even if you need clothes, my guy, I'd rather you still be able to have those things that you need in order to, keep your mind straight. Because as long as you feeling good, the energy will percolate onto everything you're doing, including the coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I hope you don't mind.
So yeah. Yeah, so do you have a deal?
We do have a deal, sir, and I
Yeah.
hope you don't mind if we start the thing next Friday because I already have all my
Cool.
money set for this Friday. So, but it'll be well more or less next Saturday. Can we do it next Sunday? Can it be on a
Yeah,
Sunday?
yeah. Also, you're gonna have to have like at least two servers to host the network.
Okay.
So, so you need to host it somewhere. So
What is it? Okay, so I have Ionis right now is one of my servers, hosted servers. Um,
you
they let
have
me do a
what?
lot. Ion.
That I know it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's affordable. It's like $9 a month for one server. I don't know, like if
Yeah, so
that could I use that?
if you have like root full access, then yeah,
Yeah,
you need at least for the Explorer, you need at least 4 gigs of RAM,
4 gigs
but
of RAM. Okay.
or 8. But for the notes, you just need like 2 and like a lot of disk space.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
so
Well, how about next week? I'm going to talk to Ionis today, later after we get off. I'm going to talk to them today and see if I can set up the servers at least. And then I'll just send you all the information with everything, like, and if you need more
SSH.
space, right.
Yeah.
And then if you need more space or anything, we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm going to try to see if I can find even more affordable. That was because I've been doing all this networking searching for the most valuable, affordable, like everything from server to hosting to everything. So, like, I feel like that's the one, but I'll double check because you mentioned which other one did you mention to me that was
No, I want to mention you have Digital Ocean,
Data
which
Ocean?
like it's okay. They have fair prices. Um, there was a problem with them, but I don't remember what. Um, but it was with web hosting. I
Okay.
had a problem with web hosting, not with the notes.
See, yeah, see this one, the hosting was included and the server, everything. It
Yeah,
was a pretty
so
solid deal. So,
I I I actually bought a server, like a physical server. Um, so like for web hosting, because I used to like pay for shared hosting on like I don't know, so like Bluehost or Hostinger,
mhm,
and I did some like math, and you pay for like if you take the payment you pay for the hosting service and you buy like a physical server with it, then it's much better. So
okay.
yeah, so never mind. You can go with Google Cloud, but like it's cost a bit like more. Search on Google what's the best for you. I used to use Google Cloud because they have like free free like money when you start,
Mhm.
like free credits.
Yeah, I
But
mean, honestly, since I'm like getting so freaking, it's like I feel like I'm becoming like a Google baby, like because with me doing the YouTube now, I'm doing ads for my YouTube channel, and like I was going through like a third party server like service, like someone like on Fiverr and stuff like that to help me do it, but now I'm starting to actually use all of Google's like Google Docs, Google Drive, like I'm pretty much like it's starting to become Google.
Googleized.
Yeah, Google. There you go, all the way. So I'll look into that because honestly, I mean, I don't know. They don't promote coins though. I tried to use an ad. I tried to get an ad space from Google for a cryptocurrency before. I think from Raise, and I don't think they denied me, or maybe that was Facebook. I don't know
All right,
because I
never
want to.
mind.
Yeah, I want to find something that supports like the project, at least something that'll be affordable, like I said, affordable, easy to use, um, and accessible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Easily accessible. So
yeah. So
I'll
yeah, I mean you can so I can like literally start working today or tomorrow. But you can pay me like next week or whatever you want, whenever
okay.
you want.
All right. Well, it'll be
Yeah.
next Sunday. It'll be next Sunday for sure. I'll give you the first $200 payment, and we'll set that in motion for the next
Okay.
4 weeks. That way, it'll be, you know, for set off of that for 4 weeks at $200 a week. And then after that, I don't know if you want to do it at a $25 a week for the full month. That way you have $25 to look forward to every Sunday, or you can do it all at one time at the beginning of the month, or however that $100
Yeah.
payment for the
We'll
back end
think about it.
as it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
before you start, I want you to sleep on the name. We're gonna sleep on this name because I'm still trying to like because the reason why I think the hood coin will still pop off is because again, the culture. The culture itself, there isn't one for them. if you
Um,
think about that.
look, I don't good with I don't deal. I mean, it's up to you the name. I don't know. But if I had a if I have an idea, I'll tell you.
Okay. Well, I like I
Uh,
said, just sleep on it because I want to make sure the name is going to fit the project as well as the idea of what we're planning on doing with moving forward. Like
hmm,
there's just some things that we have to make sure that when it comes to the marketing, everybody's going to be on the same page with. Because if the people like it, they're going to want to feel it. You know what I mean? They're going to want to feel what they're buying. Like you were saying, they want it, they want to trust it. They want to trust the trade. They want to be able to trust what they're getting, their value for what they're getting. So I'm going to take a nap on it myself because like I don't want to give up on Rays, but if I have to, I have to. Um, again, I I just want to be able to compete fair in that market where people, because like I noticed there isn't a THC coin, there isn't is the cash tag, and there isn't nothing called the hood coin. The hood, even the isn't even set. So that's a lot, those three words, but we gotta fight. Pretend like
yeah,
we're
we'll find.
yeah, we're in a
Um,
little battle. We're in a battle with the rest of these coins for space, for brain space. Because when people scroll down on those, when they're scrolling to millions and millions of different coins, we got to have something that stands out. I don't. Did you see the Putin coin? Yeah, they made a Putin coin. I don't know if you feel. How do you feel about the war? And if you've even heard about the war with Ukraine
yeah,
and Russia, I don't know how news is spread in different areas, but somebody tried capitalizing on the war in that manner, which is disgusting. But I see why they did it. Just like the whole what was that coin? Squid Game. Did you hear about Squid
yeah,
Game Finasco? Oh man, that was evil. They
yeah,
people, that's what I'm saying. People like it's like, bro, like great idea. They could have just imagined if they would have actually been smart about the project. They could have probably actually did something with that coin
yeah.
all the
So
way.
also, do you want me also to write some of the white paper?
If you'd like.
Yeah, I'd
If you'd
like
like to
to.
get started, yeah, get started with that. I do have a designer that could probably, after you done writing everything in order and setting it up, he can design it for us to make it look real sexy for us. He'll have like the digital graphics and stuff like that. I'm still thinking about using my Raycoin design in a just mm, it's kind of like in a different variation of it so that people can see the correlations between the two. We get see difference because like the Eclipse coin is kind of dope. I don't know if you've seen. Did you go to my Raycoin site? Did you see the coin itself?
Yeah,
Did you like that design with the flame all around it?
yeah,
It looked more ancient, like a from outer
yeah.
space. That was whole. I thought it was really cool. So I'll try to like see what, because again, the name has to be able to reflect that as well. So see, I'll get into design today, and then I will Telegram message you tomorrow, and then maybe you can get started then.
Okay.
That sound good? And you can at
Yeah,
least start the white paper without the name. Just start the white paper
yeah.
as
I'll just like call it
leave
like
blank spaces or something.
something coin. Yeah,
Yeah, leave blank
and then
spaces.
we'll can like rename every something coin with the new name like
Okay.
automatically. Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
Well, thank you.
yeah,
Appreciate your time, and hopefully you have yourself a good evening. I do see it. The sun looks like it's starting to go down over there, so hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, bro. Thank you for your time again.
yeah. Thank you for your time as well, and yeah.
Would you like
Well,
me to send you this recording? Because I didn't record
sure.
it for mine. I could send this to you. At least you can look back
Yeah,
at it and see if there's anything like you.
yeah. Sure, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How do you pronounce your
So
name? How do you properly pronounce your name?
Gilad.
Jalad?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm James. Nice to meet you, Jalad.
yeah. Gilad. Yeah. So thank you, and I'm happy to like work on this project.
I'm happy to work with you too, buddy, man. Like I said, you seem like a very intelligent young man, and I'm super excited to see what this does with you because honestly, this is just a stepping stone in your life. I mean, I've already walked a bunch of miles in my shoes, but to have you here with me on this is exciting because like I get to see like one of these young men like Vitalik, when he made Ethereum and stuff like that. It's like watching a young man, have this opportunity to make something that impact the world. Because with me behind you, bro, we're gonna make this big.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's kind of late, and I need to like go to a walk with my neighbor's dog, because they're traveling, and I like
Yeah.
yeah. So
All right,
thanks,
bro.
and
Thanks. I'll
yeah,
see you. Thank
well,
you.
yeah, thank you.
I'll holler